Hey guys, what's up? It's Naomi the Crafty Savage here, and I'm back for this week's Wip Chat. If you're new to diamond painting, Wip stands for work in progress, not we're gonna whip somebody. We are crafting here, people. Get your minds out of that gutter. Anywho. So, as you all know, I have no manners. My mama tried to raise me right, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but you know. So how are you guys? I hope you're having a fabulous, wonderful week. Before we get started, just a small little plug. I am an affiliate with Treasure Studios Art. If you use the code Naomi15, that's NAOMI15, you will get 15% off of any order over $40. And I mean, who doesn't like saving money? Like, I'm all about the, like, you got a code? You got a coupon? Is this on sale? Like, I'm all about saving some money here. I also have Buy Me a Ko-fi and Buy Me a Coffee. That's just, you know, if you want to donate. You know, it just helps me bring, you know, more stuff to the channel. Do not feel that you need to donate. You do not have to. Just watching the videos, liking them, commenting on them is more thanks enough. So, okay. I am working on this little cutie, the floaty potato. It is Manatee by Joy Eaton over at Uniquely Yours Down Under. I mean, just look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this painting so much. I will be using my Munimade tray as well as these 3 different pens. This one comes from Amazon. This one comes from Chroma Diamond Art Pens over on Etsy. This one comes from Bev B, and I don't know where she got it. This little Coverminder comes from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe because she knows I love gnomes too. So, okay. So, let's see. Where shall we start? Why is this not turning on? Because I have to flip that. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. We'll put these over here. Not my color. I'm also using Harbor Freight containers. They are my all-time favorite. So let's see. What has happened this last week? A whole bunch of nothing, to be really honest. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fill up an hour, but we're gonna try, right, guys? Let's slide this guy over here. Hold this up here. Bada bing, bada boom. So let's see. Where did we leave off? So last Thursday, you know, obviously fun, lovely work. My boss did he have the closing? I think he finally closed on his house, which, praise you, dear Lord, baby Jesus, because I was getting freaking tired of having to send the same thing that I have sent 50 million freaking times over to this, like, I guess, like, his mortgage company or whatnot. I don't know. He needed it for closing, and, you know, every time I'd send something, they'd be like, okay, you know, and what is this? And I'm like, that's a payroll check. And, you know, like, it's stuff that, maybe not for, like, the last year, but I know he sold his other house, I think in October of 2021. And yeah, so it's just, I mean, it's been a while that these, at least for a good couple months now, that these people have been like, hey, we need this, hey, we need that. And because he's a business owner, you know, I gotta get him stuff, and oh my gosh, I don't mind it, but it's like when you keep asking for the stuff that I sent you already. Like, just go back in your emails, please. Please go through your files, because that is like, oh, that irks me to no end, where I have to keep like sending the same thing over and over because people are just too lazy to look for it. Like, nah, not today, Satan. And then I got a phone call from my youngest son, and he needed me to come pick him up because the battery on his car died. But he needed to take the battery out and take it back to Walmart because he's got, like, it's still under warranty. And I told him, I was like, it sounds like, now keep in mind, just the week prior, I had to pick him up because the tie rod on his car freaking broke. Like, I think I've told you guys, like, the car he got is not, I mean, it's a cute little car. It's a cute little convertible, but there's a reason it was so cheap, and I kept trying to explain that to him. I'm like, no, like, just save up your money, you know, you can live without a car, but he's a teenager, and, you know, live without a car. Oh no, how will I see my friends? I don't know, tell them to get their license and get a car and they can come pick you up. I don't know. It just, so I had to go pick him up, and he didn't have the right sockets or the right size sockets to get the battery out of the car. So he had to call his dad, and his dad was like 2 hours away, and, you know, so he was like, you know, well, can you just run me back to my friend's house? And I'm like, sure. So here comes my kid. Now, I mean, and it's hot in Florida. It's been like getting up in like the 90s here recently. Here comes my kid walking on black, you know, roadway. I don't know, whatever you call it, with no freaking shoes on. And I'm like, where are your shoes? He's like, they're in the car. And I'm like, go get your freaking shoes. I'm like, dude, like, you are too old. Like, I felt like he was like 2, you know what I mean? Like, where's your shoes? Where's your shoes? Let's find your shoes. Like, nah, dude, you're too old for me to be asking you where your shoes are. Like, you should have shoes on your feet. I mean, but he gets it honest, because I hate wearing shoes. I have a lot of shoes for somebody who hates wearing shoes, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like, give me a pair of flip-flops and I'm good. And yeah, if I don't have to, like, if I'm somewhere where I don't have to have like shoes or flip-flops on, I ain't wearing them. I don't know, I've always been that way, even when I was younger. I hated wearing my shoes, and when I lived in Hawaii, I would get like thorns stuck in my feet, and oh man, that hurt. You know, you think that would, you know, teach me wear shoes? No, so I can't be too mad. He gets it honestly, and unfortunately he got that from me and not his dad, so oh well. What are you gonna do? Just remind them to put their shoes on, right? I guess. It doesn't matter how old they are. You gotta ask them, where's your shoes? Just, oh man, I tell you. And then, so that was Thursday. And then Friday, you know, obviously I got it for work, and my boss, he took off, was it Thursday of last week for his closing all the way, and he came back on Tuesday. So it's, I mean, I can still do my job, you know, it's like I don't need him, but it's also, it's very quiet because, you know, I mean, I do what I have to do. If I get any emails, I answer them and send, you know, whatever they need or whatnot. And but yeah, but like, he usually calls me, I don't know, 10 times a day. Maybe not that much, you know what I mean? But just, you know, hey, what do we charge so-and-so? And what do we, you know? So in that, he's been I don't know. He took a lot of time off in May. So May was just kind of, eh. And now that, you know, he's back, I'm almost like, as weird as it was, I'm like, can you go back to, like, don't you want to take more time off? Like, it was quiet and peaceful, and yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Now I have to actually, you know, really work again, and oh well, life happens, right? And then, oh, this one got me. So there's this one builder that whenever they pay us with like a big amount of check, like a large amount on the check, not all the invoices will fit on the check stub. So you have to print out on a separate piece of paper, you know, what, you know, the rest of the invoices or everything that check stub pays. And this one company, they never frickin' do it. And I hate it. And I'm just like, every time I have to email them and I have to be like, hey, is there any way you could send this over so I know where to apply the rest of this money to? Because if I just guess, I can't guarantee that I'm going to be guessing right. And of course, it's not like, oh, well, maybe you can figure it out by the invoice. No, because they hold a 10% retention until the job's over on every single invoice. So I have no clue, you know what I mean? No clue at all as to where to apply it, what the amount is without this check stub. And they do it every freaking time. And I'm over it. Like, I'm just like, go take your, you know, either that or like, I'm just going to be like, oh, the rest of this money is for me. I wish. That would have been a nice paycheck. That would have been more than what I make in a year. Yeah. Been like, time for vacay, beaches, I'm out. Let's see what else happened on Friday. I went to Harbor Freight on the way back from the bank on Friday because, one, I'm coming up here. I'm almost at 500 subscribers. So I'm like, let's go to Harbor Freight. I need more Harbor Freight containers, you know. Because that's one of the things I'm going to be doing as a giveaway prizes. There's more, but I'm like, you know, not everybody has a Harbor Freight and all that, and I know they're usually pretty popular. And, you know, of course, like, I needed more, you know. I think I have 10 containers already, you know what I mean? But what's a few more? And I was shocked, like, the price of them have gone up. Like, when I first started diamond painting, the Harbor Freight containers, they were around like $4 or $5. Now they're over $6. I was like, holy Hannah. I mean, it didn't stop me from getting them, but like, it just, it's like, wow, you know. But everything is freaking going up. Gas, food. You go food shopping, and like, I don't want to say like I'm a creature of habit, but like, I have a tendency that I get like the same thing for the most part. And it's like you ring it up and you go, and you're looking at your bags and you don't have that many bags. And you're like, how in the good Lord, like, did that get so high? Did somebody like sneak in a steak or something that I didn't realize? Like, they just came over and scanned it and kept it moving, like, and I didn't see them scan their steak. Like, what? Like, they must have like thrown in a steak and a lobster, and like, I'm just like, good night. And the gas prices keep raising, and I'm like, something's got to give, people. Like, this is not right. Like, I don't know, like, there's people on fixed incomes. I'm like, how are they supposed to make it? Like, the price of rent is going up. I'm like, food has gone up. Just everything. Gas, rent, food, like electric. Like, even my electric bill a couple months ago, like, they started charging $40 for fuel to come here and read my freaking meter, right? Where it used to be $11. Yeah, like, it basically doubled my bill just by them, adding on their fuel charge. I'm like, good night. Like, this is just, something's gotta give. Something's got to give. Because, whew, I don't know. That or I'm going to start digging for my own oil and seeing if I can find it. And I don't know. And let's see, what else? Get on there. And then Saturday, oh, I slept until 2 p.m. Now, I was up on Friday until almost 4 in the morning. So, I mean, that's probably why I slept so late. But, I mean, as nice as it was to sleep that late, it basically, it threw my whole weekend off because I was staying up really, really late and not good, or I guess I should say staying up really, really early and, waking up more in the afternoon. Yeah, it was not fun, but, let's see, on Saturday, like, I basically, like, this weekend, I just more or less diamond painted. I was determined that I was going to finish the Garfield Sleepy Grumpy Cat from DAC because I knew my Floaty Potato diamond painting was coming in, and I was like, I want to start that right away. And I don't want to have, like, just the whip sitting off to the side, because the only whip that I have sitting now currently is the Oraloa one over there. That is a love-hate relationship. Oh, gosh. Like, I spent too much money on that painting to just be like, screw it. And every now and then I come back to it, and then I can only work on it for so long, and I get frustrated because the drills slide. There's like little knobbly bits. They don't stay down. They're constantly popping, and I love the image. Like, I really, really love the image, and I think that's another reason why I haven't given up on it. But I have a feeling that diamond painting is gonna be like, I'll be like 6 years later, and I'll be like, guys, guess what? I finally finished that damn Oraloa. Oh man, I can't. Like I said, there's just some, yeah, and I thought, maybe the glue hadn't like cured all the way, and that's why, the drills slide on it. No, so, I pulled the plastic back and, let it, like, sit overnight. And, it doesn't make a damn of a difference. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't know. Supposedly, Oraloa has gotten better. This was, like, this painting that I'm talking about was like, when they first opened. And, supposedly they have made improvements with the price of their paintings and the experience that I have had so far. I don't know if I won't say I will never, but I don't see myself ordering from them anytime soon. Like, because no, not for the price you pay and what you get. I mean, if anybody has ordered from Oraloa recently, you know, and you can let me know. Are their drills still garbage? Are their canvases still, you know, like you put the drill on? So like with this, like say I put this drill on and I was done for the day, I would come back tomorrow and this row would be like slid over here. It is a royal pain. Royal pain. I talked to my mama on Saturday for, oh my gosh, I think like 2.5 hours. It's always good when I talk to my mama. She helps, you know, remind me that I'm not a mean person all the time. I can be, but yeah. But it's just, it's nice to talk to her and tell her about my problems and hear her, you know, crazy ideals that she's come up with this week and what she thinks. And let me tell you, I know where I get some of my little quirks from, and it is definitely my mama. Like the one time, I think it was like a couple months ago, I was hanging out with my Uncle Bob and my mom. It might have been when we went to SeaWorld, and my Uncle Bob said something and my mom said something, and it hit me. I was like, oh, that's where you get that from. Like, yeah, get it honest, kid. Yeah, get it honest. So, come on, get in there. Woohoo. I'm loving these, like, these are the squares from Uniquely Yours Down Under. They are freaking, like, fabulous, like beautiful. I love them. They make my life easy. Oh, and then so as I was talking on the phone with my mom, I'm in my bedroom and I'm sitting on my bed and I look over and there's this like freaking giant spider. Like, I'm not kidding, like this sucker was like this big, just hanging out on my ceiling, and I was like, oh, hells no. Like, the only living thing that is allowed to live here without paying a bill is Roscoe. Other than that, like, you got to go. Or don't let me see you in my house. It's just that simple. So I'm like, I have my mom on speaker, and I tell her, I'm like, well, if you hear me scream, it's just because this spider jumped at me. Or if you hear a loud thud, it's because the spider jumped at me and I fell off this stool. So I killed the spider, you know, and don't come at me, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to sleep with spiders, you go right ahead. I'm not the one, all right? Nope. It's got to go. So yes, I killed that spider, and I wish I could say that was the end of my spider sightings this weekend, but no, it was not. So then Sunday rolls around, and on Sunday, see, I slept till about 11:30, which was not that bad, you know what I mean? Like, not bad at all. And when I woke up, I was like a little tired, and I think it was just because I had stayed up, not late Saturday, but late enough, because I, you know, didn't go to bed till 4 on Saturday morning. But yeah, so I slept until about 11:30, and I was just like lazy, and I did my laundry. Now, did I put it away? No. But I did fold it, and it's in the laundry basket. We're not going to talk about if it's still in the laundry basket. Y'all just mind your own damn business. Don't be worrying about my laundry and where it's at, and if I happen to live out of my laundry basket. I don't know. I don't mind doing wash. I don't mind folding the clothes. It's that whole, like, putting it away part. Like, I hate that part, and I don't understand it, because when I do put the clothes away, I'm always like, well, that didn't take so long. Why do you just not do it sometimes? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, because I don't want to, and nobody's here to make me do it. So, yes, the wonderful joys of living by yourself. You know, you don't have anyone to answer to but yourself. So, yeah. And, so as I'm working on, you know, the Garfield diamond painting, because, like, I was determined. I was like, I am getting this done. I'm sitting there, and I see something. Now, the first spider was, like, over on this side by my window in my bedroom. So it's like, if my bed's here, and, like, the window's, like, over here, the spider was up on the ceiling right about here. This time, you know, I'm sitting in my bed, I'm diamond painting, la 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 la. And I have the TV on, and I see this thing, like, from the corner of my eye at the top on the other side of my room, scurry. And I'm like, oh, hells no. Oh, no, 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 not again. So, yeah, there was another spider. I quickly grabbed, I think it was like Raid. I don't know. Like, I'm known for just grabbing whatever cleaner is the closest. Now, I have learned, make sure it does not have bleach in it, because if it hits the carpet, it might do something, make it a little tie-dye effect, you know. So don't be grabbing bleach and doing this. But I am known for grabbing the closest cleaning product and spraying said bug until it stops moving. Well, I happened to find some Raid. I sprayed the holy living bejesus out of that spider and made him dance. And then he just dropped, and I picked him up and I flushed him down the toilet, because I don't care if I squish it. It's still being flushed down the toilet, because I am not taking the chance that for some reason I didn't squish it good enough and it crawls out of the trash and comes after me for its revenge. Like, I'm not, nope. It'll call up its spider buddies and be like, do you know what this bitch did? She sprayed me with freaking Windex. Let's get her, guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I think of these things, but I do, and no spider is going to be crawling out of my trash can to come get me in the middle of the night with all of his spider buddies. Nope, not happening. Not gonna happen. So, yes. And then on Monday, again, like, I don't know, this weekend was just a lazy day. Like a lazy weekend, I should say. A lazy day. It was just a lazy weekend, and I kind of looked at it as kind of like a little vacation, and I just did what I wanted to and enjoyed myself. I usually go on vacation in May, but because my boss had, I think, like, he had a wedding he had to fly out to, and then he got this, like, rash, and he wasn't in for like a week, and then he had closing on his house, and then he took off, where it was like there was no week where I was able to take off in May. So I was like, I definitely need a vacation. Then I started looking at the prices of flights, and I remembered why I go on vacation before June, because, yeah, like, they damn near doubled. And I was like, yeah, we might have to wait for the summer months to be over before I go and take a vacation if I'm flying anywhere, because it is just freaking ridiculous. And I know part of it has to do with because gas prices went up, so, you know, it costs more for fuel to fly the planes. But dear Lord, baby, Jesus, like, it, yeah. So, like, when I was looking at going to go see Ruby, when I was looking, I think in like April, it was like $385 to fly out in May. And then my boss told me, you know, he was basically more or less taking the freaking month of May off. I was like, oh, you know, like, I'll go in June. And the prices now are like $600, $700, and I'm like, like, is there something special about Oklahoma? Like, I don't really see people, you know, going there for like, now I say, you know, vacation, as I'm like, I'm going to go on vacation to go see Ruby. But like, it's not, I don't know, it's not like a beach or tourist attraction type of thing unless I'm missing something. So, yeah. And then, so my plan is to go to Oklahoma and get my behind up to Pennsylvania because my brother turns 40 this year. And yeah, I still have not met my niece, Chicky Nuggy. So yeah, I gotta get my butt up there. But I think with Pennsylvania, I'm gonna drive. Like I was talking to my boss about that today, and he was like, well, it'd just be cheaper, you know, just to fly. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, but then I'm going to have to rent a car, you know, or I'm at the mercy of somebody coming to pick me up or drop me off. And I want to try and see as many people as I can when I go up to Pennsylvania, because I haven't, what was it? I went up there in January of 2020, but I was only up there for like 2 days. I literally drove up there. I drove up there for work stuff, did that, and like I freaking left the next day. Like I was not up there to visit. And believe me, when people found out I was in Pennsylvania and I didn't come visit and I didn't let them know, oh, did I hear it? Like, and I get it, but it's like I didn't tell people because I knew, like, I didn't have time to like socialize. Like I was there to do the taxes and go the hell back home. Like that was it. So yeah, so now I got to make sure that, you know, because like I said, I want to go visit my brother and my sister-in-law. I want to go see my sister. I want to see my 2 best friends, and I don't know, anybody. There's other people, but I just can't think of them right now. Those are like the, I just want to see my peoples. I just want to feel normal again. I want to go driving down back roads, screaming obscenities out the window with my best friend till I laugh so hard I almost pee. Just, you know. And if I don't have a car, it's going to make it more difficult to, you know, go and see people, because they don't all live just near each other. Like my best friend and, well, my 2 best friends, I don't know, they probably live about 20 minutes away from each other. My sister lives about 20 minutes away from my closest, like to my one best friend, and then like 40 minutes from the other. My brother lives about 40 minutes to an hour away from my 2 best friends and my sister. So it's just, I think it'd just be better take my car, and just gotta find someone to watch Mr. Roscoe. Yeah, so get on there, Cletus. But yeah, and then on Monday, I finished the Garfield painting. I was so proud of myself. I like banged that painting out. I think I got it done like in a week. Now, it was a lot of color blocking, and I probably could have had it done sooner. But the background color, like every single bag, and the background color, it was like the majority of it. Every single bag I opened, I'd say over half the bag, the drills were stuck together. And I'm not talking like, you know, you could like slide and move them. Like, no, I tried putting them in between like 2 different boats and smashing it and rocking them to break them apart. That didn't really work. I put them in a container with some coins and shook it up, and that worked a little bit, but not a lot. But it was just like, it was so frustrating. Like, now I had enough where I was able to finish the painting, but like I was shocked. I was like, you know, if this was my first time ordering from Diamond Art Club, like, one, not that it matters to me because I have pens, but if I was new to diamond painting and that was like, I started out with a DAC, or new to diamond painting and I just throw my pens away, the pens they give me, you know, I wouldn't have had a pen to do that project. And then the drills and what you pay for a diamond art club, like, I know that is not their normal, you know what I mean? It's not normal for that to happen with diamond art club. But I was like, you know, if I was a first-time buyer and this happened, I would not be buying from them again. It would not happen. But yes, I got that done. I actually got to make a video about that. I'll get to it one day over the rainbow. I don't know. I feel lost. Like, not, maybe lost isn't the right word. Like, having Monday off, as it was great and wonderful, it, at the same time, like, I just feel off this week. Like, I feel like I'm a day behind. Like, today, today I'm thinking it's Tuesday when it's really Wednesday. I record my Whip and Chats on Wednesdays, so you guys see them on Thursdays. Where, like, I realized the time and I was like, wait, today's Wednesday. You gotta go record your Whip and Chat, ding dong. Like, yeah. And then, I also binged watched the show Botched. So I think I was in Jenny, the Young Crafty Crafters live, and we were talking about TV shows, and Melly and Jenny were talking about Botched. So I was like, I need to go check this out. Oh, good gravy. Whew. Now, like, some of these people, like, I felt bad for. Like, there was this one girl, when she was younger, she was bit by a dog, like, on her cheek, and they had to do, like, a skin graft, and she was a little girl. Well, they pulled it from, like, her groin area, and then as she started getting older, like, pubic hair was growing out of her face. I was like, oh, hells no. Like, we be fixing that. So, like, I mean, and then there was some people that, like, they were just, like, plastic surgery crazy. Like, just nuts. Where I was like, nobody light a match around them because that plastic's gonna melt. Like, the one girl, she's listing off all the stuff that, you know, she's had done. I almost, like, tossed my drills when I heard her say she got what did she say? A designer vajayjay. I'm like, excuse me, what? I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, how do you... I can't, and I'm not Googling it to even find out because I don't want to know. But yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. But yes, apparently you can get a designer vajayjay from, you know, a plastic surgeon. You know, and then there's, like, these women with these, like, double Z knockers that, like, I swear you need, like, a forklift to, like, pick them up and move around, and they want to go bigger. And I'm like, honey, you were going to float away. Like, now we don't ever have to worry about you drowning because your flotation devices are going to keep you afloat. But good night. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, how do these people... I mean, and there's nothing wrong with plastic surgery, you know what I mean? But there's just some people that they just, like, take it to a whole nother level. And I'm like, you need to stop yourself. Like, add up how much you spent on this, that, and the third. And you could be living in a mansion, but now you got, like, plastic Barbie all over your body. Like, no. Let's see, Tuesday, obviously it was back to work, and it just, I don't know, it felt weird because I'm doing stuff on Tuesday that I would do on Monday. And it just like, it almost felt like a Monday, but it was Tuesday. And I just, like I said, basically all this week, like I just feel like I'm off. Like as it's nice having a Monday off in the beginning of the week, I just feel like it throws me off for the rest of the week, that I have a hard time remembering what day it is, and I keep thinking it's like the day before, you know. So if it's Wednesday, I'm thinking it's Tuesday, or if it's Tuesday, I'm thinking it's Monday, and I'm just I'm off until I, you know, get it back. So, you know, I run to the bank, and I go to Walmart, you know, to get my fruit punch rock stars, because you can't live without them. Like, nope, that's not happening. We're not allowing that to happen. We need the fruit punch rock stars to have a nice Naomi. So, but I decided, I saw it, and I was like, and I looked at the price, and it wasn't bad. It was like 50 bucks. I was like, you know, it is the Shark Steam Mop. Like, oh my gosh, like, I love it. I got it home. I tried it out later yesterday afternoon. And yeah, you know you're getting old when you get excited about like appliances and cleaning products. But I'm like, it makes life so much freaking easier. Like, I don't have to worry about a wet mop. And I've tried the like Swiffer, where the Swiffer, like just the dry cloth Swiffer, is great on the hardwood floors. I don't like the wet Swiffers. Like, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't get it clean. And then when I bust out like the regular mop, I gotta stick the mop head out on my porch to have it dry, or just it winds up just smelling like, I don't know, like a drowned wet dog or something. Like, it gets that like wet freaking smell, that wet mop smell, and nope. So I stick it outside, and we have officially hit, you know, our hurricane rainy season here in Florida. It starts, you know, June 1st and goes to, I think, November 30th. And I'm a little scared, because usually the worst of it is usually in, like, I'd say between August and October. It's when we get hit the most. And we have already gotten some nasty, and I mean like nasty, freaking storms the last couple of days, where like tree limbs have fallen. It's yeah, so I'm like, we're only in June, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. So I'm like, let's go around the house and get stuff, you know, that's like important. Like, they say, like, if you have pictures and all that, you want to put your pictures up high, because it can flood, and it can flood really fast, and it'll damage, like, the higher, you know, stuff that's like valuable to you that you don't want ruined. You want that up at like the highest point of your house if possible, so it has less chance of being ruined by, you know, water rising in your house. And yeah, so I don't know what this place is like. I know my old apartment, like, it would flood in the front yard. I saw yesterday, or like last night, that like my backyard, it wasn't flooded, but like if I would have opened the screened-in porch and stepped out into the yard, like the water definitely would have like come up over my feet. And I'm like, and this was just like a nasty freaking storm. This wasn't a tropical storm or a hurricane coming through. Like this, oh no, I think it had like hail with it as well. But it was bad. It was bad. So I don't know. I guess, you know, fingers crossed that this place doesn't doesn't flood, because I was looking at it and I'm like, you know, there's nothing but a screen to stop this water from coming in. And let me tell you, like, a screen is not gonna stop water from coming in. And then I'm like looking at the patio, like the sliding glass door that goes into the living room, and it's got like a little bit of a, but not much, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, your living room might flood. Oh my God, no. Fingers crossed it don't, but it might. It just might. I don't know. I'm hoping that we don't have a really, really bad rainy season type of thing. And then I also noticed that, I don't know if anybody else does this, but like I'll talk to Roscoe and I'll blame things on him. Like I'll notice the time and I'm like, Roscoe, why do you have me up so late? Partying, you know, like I'm a rock star. I'm like, don't you know I have work in the morning? I'm like, I can't be up, you know, partying all night, you know, carrying on, diamond painting. Now, is he the culprit for it? No. But, you know, I ask him these questions like he's going to answer me back. Does anybody else have conversations with their animals that if somebody like were to walk by, they'd be like, yo, this chick is freaking crazy. She's in there like talking to the dog, like the dog's gonna answer her back. Yes, I know. No judgment. And then that brings us to today, which is Wednesday, and I am finally caught up from, you know, Mondays are my busiest days, and then I'd have to say like Monday and Tuesday are usually my busiest days because I have like reports and payroll and all kinds of googly moogly. So, but I was finally able, I got everything caught up from being off on Monday. Being off on Monday. So I'm like tomorrow, which is Thursday. Yes. It'll just be back to like smooth sailing, fingers crossed. Yes. And then let's see what else. Oh, how could I like not say anything but like, hoorah, hooray, Johnny Depp won. Let's go and do the hokey pokey and beer turd can suck it. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. I was, when 3 o'clock came, you know, when the judge was like, I'm like, I'm waiting for them to read the verdict. And then the judge is like, you need to fill out this monetary. We're going to have you go back. I was like, no, I need to know. Like, I was pretty sure I knew, you know, because let me tell you, there was like some damning audio of Amber that like you couldn't, yeah. And then like when Camille got up on the stand, or not when Camille got up on the stand, when Camille was like asking Amber, you know, so you're saying that, you know, the guy from TMZ lied, and that, you know, the person from the Hickville trailer park, like they're a liar, and this person's a liar, and this person's a liar, like, and she just kept listing people, you know, saying like, so you mean to tell me that their testimony was not true? And like, I was just like, oh, snap. Like, yes, bring it to everyone's attention, because I noticed that, but, you know, for the other people who did it, like, like, let's get you for perjury now. Like, but yes, so I was very, very excited for that. And then, let's see what else. Yeah, I've been looking at my closet and my clothes, and I have a lot of clothes. And I'd say the majority of them, like, I don't wear. Why am I holding on to them? And I keep telling myself, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go through them and I'm going to get rid of the stuff. Like, it's just taking up space that, you know, you could stick other things. And I don't know. I didn't get there because I thought maybe I would do that this weekend, and that didn't happen. And I do. I need to declutter stuff. I have to find the motivation to do it. Like, usually my one best friend, she would come over and she'd be like, Naomi, do you need 25 pairs of sneakers? I'd be like, yes, I do. And she'd be like, but you have 26 pairs of flip-flops. Why do you need them? I'd be like, because I need them. And she would help justify, you know. I swear she would also chuck stuff behind my back. But I don't know. She would motivate me to, you know, get rid of stuff. And I don't know. She needs to come to Florida. I'd be like, Allison, I need you to come motivate my behind to get rid of clothes that I have not worn since I moved to Florida. And that is, August will be 3 years that I moved to Florida. And I'm like, if you haven't worn it in 3 years, chances are you're not going to wear it, you know. And I'm like, but it's pretty, but I paid a lot of money for it. But you haven't worn it in 3 years. So, yeah, I don't know. I will get it done. I know I will. It's just, like I said, finding that motivation. But I think I'm going to, you know, end it here. But before I end it, I want to, you know, leave off on like a positive note. So, you know, the one thing that I am grateful for this week is my friends. You know, I have gone through some things and my friends were there, you know, to talk to me, and, you know, vice versa. So I'm grateful for my friends and the friendships I have, and, you know, the people that are in my life, because without them, I would not be me. But I want to know, tell me, what is your, like, win for the week? What is something that you're grateful for the week? It could be big, small, you know, it could be you got up out of bed, you know, and whatever. It, you know, you put your shoes on that day. You know, you took the trash out. I don't care. You know, it could be you won $1 million. And if that's the case, like, hey, hook a sister up, right? Like, come on. But yes, tell me what your win for the week is, or what you're grateful for, down in the comment section below. But with that said, guys, I'm going to hop on out of here, and I will see you guys next week. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time, guys.